for real. Okay, let me give you this. Your loyalty card.
Okay, thank you.
Keep up with it.
Yeah, that's let me put in, because this is my little purse. Let me just put in one of these little slots here so I'll be able to get back to it.
All right, what we doing?
Okay, so I'm going to the Beyonce concert.
Okay, yes, I forgot.
Yes,
it is the concert.
So I had booked to get like one full nail because I didn't know if you could do something that like make it look like a disco ball.
That would be the only thing.
If you could like, you know, if you had like stones to make it look like a disco ball, but if not, regular stones is fine.
Okay.
And then the chrome.
Silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then whatever fingers you don't do the chrome on, do black French.
Okay, so the chrome, you want it in the shape of what? A French or something?
Yeah, you can use your creativity.
Okay.
Because you know how like sometimes like people get chrome and it's like a swirl or like something like that.
Alrighty, let's do it. I'm back. I am back, y'all. I know I took a little hiatus, but it wasn't by choice, okay? So don't be in the comments trying to fight. It wasn't by choice. And I feel like I'm back for good now. I'm going to kind of update y'all on what happened with me because I know your girl has just been MIA for the longest. Like, it's okay. I understand. I'm back on my Zoom. I'm on my Zoom, okay? So pretty much what happened was life happened. So y'all know I moved to Atlanta. Well, let me say Georgia because it's not Atlanta. But I moved to Georgia, right? And you know, I was asking y'all on one of my videos, like, oh, what should I do? Should I get a suite? Should I just look for a salon and just wait it out, build my clientele up, and then get the suite? I'm going to just say this. Y'all was right. Y'all was right. And I didn't listen to y'all. Y'all was right. So I ended up doing the whole salon thing. And it just didn't work out. I went to 2 salons. And my goal was to try to just, you know, play it safe. But y'all were right. Y'all tried to tell me, girl, just get the suite. Just get the suite. And you'll be fine. Just get the suite. You'll be fine. I should have listened. Because now I'm in a suite. And your girl is finally happy. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy because now I feel like I'm back to what I'm used to and just being able to do whatever I want and just have complete control of how my business is going, how my money is going, and just overall control of my happiness and my peace. So yes, I am in my suite. I'm actually in my suite with my other 2 friends from back home in Mississippi. So we're all doing this together. So I'm not completely alone. So that helps as well when it comes to getting a suite and worrying about having to pay the booth rent by yourself. That could get kind of, you know, hectic. But I feel like I made a great decision and finally just go ahead and trust in my gut and just stepping out on faith and go ahead and get the suite. Because it's like, you know, you get signs and stuff and it's just, as humans, we just tend to go the opposite way thinking we know what we're talking about the whole time. We don't know what we're talking about. So this video in particular though, is showing you guys how to do a fill-in because I don't think I have one of those on my channel because I don't think back home I did fills. I think I did new sets. Yes. So I did her first set. I only do fills over my work though. That's the thing. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you bulk down the cuticle area. In the beginning, I used this white, what is it? Ceramic. Is it ceramic or carbide? Ceramic. And it was a coarse bit and it was a safety bit. So I just used that to remove the polish and also debulk some of the cuticle area. And then my last step, I just use my sanding band to go around her cuticles. I normally use medium, but I only have fine right now, and I don't even see how I was even using those to begin with because I do not like it. You can clean up the cuticle area if you want to, that whole subject is up in the air, but I chose to do it just because I feel like it looked cleaner. And now you see me going in with this diamond bit. That's because I was using that fine sanding band and I felt like it didn't really get in the cuticle area clean enough for me. And as you can see, it did not because I just cleaned up all of that was stuck to her skin. So make sure, you double check even your own self. Now I'm going in and priming. I didn't show this, but I also used Mia's Secret. I used the Mia's Secret first, and then I go in with my protein bun. I know someone was asking me why do I use two different primers, and honestly, the only thing I could tell y'all is I just saw a difference in the way my nails lasted. I tried to use Mia's Secret by itself. I tried to use protein bun by itself. They both work great by themselves. But when I use them together, not only am I saving product by using less of my protein bun, but it just worked for me. And y'all know protein bun is tiny. You gonna spill half of it out as soon as you get it anyway. So if I could save some of that, then why not? But you totally don't have to use two different primers. I know that's a little extra, but y'all know I'm extra. All right, so now what I'm doing is taking my Too Cute Bubble Yum, this color right here. Listen, if y'all don't have this color, I just truly don't understand. This is the perfect pink. It's literally a bubblegum pink without it being too clear. So it's not a clear pink, but at the same time, it's not like super opaque pink either. It's really nice, honestly. I do have a coupon code, so if you guys want to try it out. At least try it once. It is TipTop at checkout. Again, that's Too Cute, and this is the shade Bubble Yum. I always grab for this color every single time. My clients always grab for this color, so I feel like you should add it to your collection. So, when it comes to filling nails in, try not to add too much product unless you have to. And what I mean by that is sometimes whenever nails grow out, you notice that, oh, like since they're getting longer, I may need a bigger apex. And then also, whenever you're doing fills and you're taking off their gel polish in the beginning, sometimes you might accidentally take off too much. For example, at the tip, you may need to go in and add product down below so the tips aren't too thin. So just only add product where you see fit. Don't try to think of this as a whole new set. Um, so yeah, my brush, I just got it from my local nail supply store. It's a size, I think I actually went up to a size 14, y'all, because I normally use a 12, and I still like my 12, but this 14 has been doing the job for me. But I felt like my 12, I used it so much that it fanned out and it looked like a size 14. So that's that. Yeah, and just make sure you clean up around the cuticles, no acrylic on their skin or anything. You want this fill to look like a new set. That is always the goal. And now I'm just taking my round file. Y'all know I like round files over square files just because I feel like I have more mobility whenever I use a round file. Square files is just so big and bulky. It's in my way. I don't have time for that. So as you can see, notice how I'm holding her finger. I have my left hand protecting her skin at all times because once you cut somebody real bad, like you're gonna be so traumatized. They gonna be so traumatized, and you ain't gonna never want to do that again. So notice how I always protect her skin, pulling her skin back. Because if anything, I would file my skin off before I file her skin off. Just how I have my thumb and my index finger placed. So, but I'm using my thumb and my index. You can't really tell, but when I put my thumb and my index finger on the side, I'm pushing her skin down and out of the way. So always make sure you're protecting your client because y'all know they get one bad experience and be so jumpy all the time and so paranoid. So we just want to avoid that altogether. So I'm not ashamed to admit that when I stopped doing fillings, it was truly because I didn't know how to do them. Whenever I did fillings in the beginning of my career, I couldn't get the nails to last like they were a full set. Look at that shape. Just look at that. Don't play with it. Anyway, I couldn't get the nails to last as if it was a full set, and I just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. And I was just like, you know what? New sets only. And I know that is just so unfair, especially for the clients. Because, like, girl, if you don't get in the field, put that phone down, get in the field, and learn what to do and troubleshoot your mistakes so these folks can get a fill in. And I will give you guys this. Make sure your prep is as good as if you were doing a full set. That's why I was telling you earlier, double check your work, double check yourself, double check your products, because stick with what works. If you know it's not working for you, like, switch it up. It's okay to switch it up. Another thing, make sure you're sealing those cuticles good. Right now, I'm just going over the bulk and the body of the nail, but I'm going to switch over to a different drill bit and make sure I seal those cuticles good. You have to do a feel as if it was a full set. And I noticed, like, when I was first doing them and starting off, I was just, like, oh, it's a feel. It shouldn't take me that long. I could just slap this together and it'll be all right. No, you can't do that, because if they just paid you for a fill in and the next day they got a nail lifting, it's a problem. So make sure you sealing those cuticles good. Make sure your prep is good. And then also, whenever you file their sidewalls and stuff, make sure you clean all of that up. You don't want none of their real nails sticking out from underneath the nail tip or the acrylic, because that part right there is going to lift, snag, and absorb any kind of liquid. So once you start working on those three things, I feel like you'll be fine. Now, this video, I didn't have to cut out any lifting, so hopefully I can get a video where a nail is lifting to the point where I gotta show y'all how to properly cut the lifting out. But other than that, that was really helped me actually making sure I'm doing my job to the fullest and not just trying to cut corners just because it's a fill-in. So on this nail, we're doing a full bling nail. I am using a new product for my bling adhesive. I'm using this Instant. The brand is Instant, I think. I'll check when I get to work. But it's this rhinestone glue in a bottle. Sorry, not glue, gel. And you brush it on pretty much. Um, the only thing is with this one, I don't know if mine just was defective, but it was a little bit more runny than what I was used to. It was very runny because I've used it before. That's why I bought it, because I was like, oh, I actually like this. But it was just so runny. Like, that's what I just used. That it seemed like top coat. So I don't know. I might switch back to using my super glue. The only thing is, the salon I was working at, I really didn't have to do a lot of bling like that. So I'm kind of out of my element when it comes to placement. So I have to rebuild my skill level back up. So gel is the best way to do that, because it's not going to dry until you put it under that lamp. So, when I used to use glue, once you put it there, it's stuck. Ain't no changing it. But I was doing it that way for so long that I got used to it. So now I'm trying to have to rebuild my skill level back up, which is it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm just glad to be back in my element, period, though, because in my salon, I could record content if I wanted to. I just didn't have anything to record. And a lot of times I just didn't feel like recording because it was just too much going on. It was like a traditional salon. So I was doing pedicures because I even wanted to record a video on how to do a pedicure, but things would be so hectic that I'll just say never mind. I just can't. So we end up doing her middle finger and her index finger. I am using my leftover Swarovskis that I've been having for a long time. Y'all know when they first stopped selling it. Y'all can see the product right there in the corner, but I ended up buying a whole bunch before they stopped selling it to us, and this is what I have left over. I am looking for some more crystals, so if I come across some good ones, I'll let you guys know. And the reason why I'm using this handheld light is because, with gel, things slip and slide. So I like to flash cure before I put their hand in the lamp, because whenever they put their hand in the lamp, some people just throw it in there, don't lay it flat, their hands be tilted to the side, and then all their crystals will tilt to the side, and then you'll have to take all of that off. So I just like to avoid problems at all costs. All right, so for my black, I'm using sugar and cream polish. I was going to use my young nails, what you call those, mission control pots, but they're just way too thick. Way too thick. Yeah, so I'm using sugar and cream. I normally use Gelixir black, but I have to organize all my polishes, y'all, because they are just all in one little tin, and I just need to organize them. So she's doing Frenchies on the rest of her nails, and on one of the other nails, y'all heard her, she wants a chrome design. And so these are for her Beyonce concert nails. So I decided to do a star. I was going to do a star on both of them, but she was like, how about we do an alien? I was like, yeah. So we did an alien. Really cute. This brush is my Galore brush. Y'all already know I use this same brush. The day this brush stopped working is the day I fall out, because I don't have nothing else. I really do need to invest in more brushes though, just in case that one starts messing up. But I'm using this gel chrome instead of the powder chrome because, y'all, I'm so tired of that powder chrome. It's so messy, and I can never figure out how to get all the excess chrome off the base. And whenever I see videos on how to do it, it always works for them, and then I try it and it's like I'm still struggling to get all the extra chrome off. So I would rather just paint the chrome on, and it still looks very metallic. It doesn't look shimmery at all, which I love. I am going to add this to my Amazon storefront so you guys can find it, because it works wonders. Works wonders, and you don't have to deal with that powder. The only time I would deal with powder is if they want an actual color, because Not Polish sent me their whole collection of chrome powders, so I do have those. All right, so now I'm going to outline this star in black because it just needed to stand out more. I was going to leave it, but then the more I looked at it, the more I was like, you can't really see it for real, especially how I put it on her nail, kind of slanted at an angle. So I was like, yeah, let's outline it, make it pop, because, yeah, these nails got to be seen, baby. Beyonce need to see these nails from the stage, and I'm not playing. So I'm just drawing the face for the alien. I'm still using the same black, just a different brush. Now, this brush is actually an Amazon brush that I picked bristles out of. My friend, she actually did it for me. She picked my bristles out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is actually perfect now. Because I have a bunch of Amazon brushes. They just way too thick. So if you have Amazon brushes, try cutting out some of the bristles, and honestly, they work perfectly fine after that. And then my client was just like, okay, how about we outline this in green? Because, alien green. I'm like, you might be on to something. Because I just was going to outline it in black. But nah, like we said, Beyonce needs to see these from the stage. So outline this in green. This green is a Valentino green. And it's super bright. I love how bright it is. I will give Valentino that. Their polishes, they did their big one on that one. And then I was like, how about we add green over here too? Because it's going to bother me if you got one green nail and it ain't green nowhere else. I was like, nah, let me add a little baby green star over here and a little half star in the corner, and boom, then we can call it a day. I love how these came out. They are definitely giving Alien Superstar, period. And I'm just going to top coat with my Koopa and we'll be done, y'all. I promise I will not leave y'all again. Thank you for those who've been rocking with me still. And leave in the comments what video you would like to see next.